Welcome back to my channel, Jesus TV. My return subscribers, God bless you all. My new viewers, you're welcome. If this is your first time of viewing my channel, you're welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I hope you're all going to church today. Anyway, a lot of you are in church already, so thank God. Okay, so somebody said that I've been seeing gist online that Naomi and Alahaji Hamzat has been released from the police custody. Well, that is not true, because Naomi's siblings have been posting it online. That their sister has not been released. Okay, so I wanted to come online the other time too. I don't know. Naomi's mom went on live with what's the name of this? Daddy Freeze. So I didn't really listen to their interview, but I'm hoping to listen to. I've been very, very busy, so but I'm hoping to listen to their interview to know what was said. Because in that interview, Naomi's mother was narrating exactly what happened at the fun fair. So I'll listen to the interview now. I will listen to the interview and so we don't really know what's happening right now, but we know that everything is going on well. They are still on the case, and a lot of celebrities have been speaking up for Queen Naomi, Ayomi. A lot of celebrities have been speaking out. So the sister posted, Queen Naomi's sister posted, there has been rumor that my sister and Alahaji and the principal has been released. It's a lie from the pit of hell. Please disregard it. They are still much in Agodi Correctional Center. Wow. They are still at Agodi Correctional Center. They are still in Ibadan. So Queen Naomi is still in Ibadan. And Alahaji Hamzat too. They are still in Ibadan at Agodi Correctional Center. So I'm trying to listen to a lot of celebrities have been posting it, like Queen Naomi's stylist has been posting it too as well. Queen Naomi has not been released, so in case they tell you that she's been released, it's a lie. She has not been released, so I'm trying to check on the interview that Naomi's mother granted Daddy Freeze to narrate what happened. I wonder why most people are so quiet about this. But because they know that this is not Famabia and Peru. This is not supposed to be an issue. You know, they are going to resolve this very soon, and when Naomi will be free very soon, she will be okay. So we don't know what is happening right now. This is festive period, so a lot has not been really said, but hopefully I'm looking for the Freeze interview to know what they said. A lot of people that are criticizing Queen Naomi and telling people why, asking people why they feel like Queen Naomi should Ooni of Ife should help Queen Naomi. People are not nice at all. So please, if you've not signed the petition for Queen Naomi to be released. Okay, so this is Queen Naomi's interview with the mom. Queen Naomi's mom.
Mommy, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ a máa sọ òyìnbó so that àwọn tó máa gbọ́ máa pọ̀. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, if that is possible.
There's no problem about that.
Okay, mommy. Good afternoon, ma. How are you, ma?
Good afternoon. I am good.
Okay, and I'm so sorry for everything that is going on. So we want to know exactly what happened. Kilo Shele. We are getting all sorts of reports from everywhere. First of all, may the souls of the dearly departed have eternal rest, and we are really sorry about what is going on, especially with the parents of the children having to deal with the trauma they're dealing with. But we want to hear your side of the story. Kilo Shele, what happened, mommy? Good afternoon and welcome.
Good afternoon once again. Before I say anything at all, I want to sympathize with the parents of those children that were lost in this during this incident, during the event. Prophetess Naomi Shilakola is my daughter. She has an NGO. She's been, doing giveaway for children, pregnant women, single mothers, widows, and all that for some years now. If I am not mistaken, maybe for the past decade. And so we've been doing it, yes, we've been doing it in different cities, towns, and villages. So we have done in Ile-Ife. We had another one in Obese. We have in Akure. We have in Akute, Ogun State. We have in Ile-Oluji. We also have another one in Ondo town. And this time around, she said she's coming to Ibadan. And so we fixed the date for 18th of December.
Yes.
So we all came all the way from Ondo State to pull up this event. And the event was supposed to start by 10 a.m. in the morning on the 18th of December. By 4:30 a.m. because my number was put on the flyer. So people started calling me that they have cancelled the event. I said, well, why are these people calling me at this time? Because I left the place where they were doing the cooking, packing the gifts and all that around let's say around 3 a.m. So at around 4:35, people started calling. They said they have cancelled the event, blah, blah, blah. So who told you that they have cancelled the event? I do not know anything about that. So by 6:30 a.m., we had the news that things happened at the venue. That the crowd was large, and some women were throwing their children over the fence, and there was a stampede during the event. So immediately we heard that we have to rush out to go and consult the policemen, some security agents to go there to help us, check whatever is going on over there. So after that, my daughter went to the station by herself. We went together to go and report the incident, what happened that day. And since then, she was detained. She has a good mind. She wanted to help the people. We have gone to Mother and Child in all those states, Akure, to do same, giving back to the society, giving the pregnant women baby things, the newborn, the new mothers giving them baby things, giving them baby formula and all that. We have videos to attest to all these things. I am telling you, we have done it when we're in the palace.
Hey guys, I'm done.
Okay, so there's
Afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon.
a little bridge of network. So that was with Naomi's mom trying to explain what's happened.
Our personal, we had our two policemen and two bouncers. That's early morning.
Wow.
They slept overnight at the venue. Our security slept overnight at the venue.
Okay, so this is with Naomi's
uh,
mom at Daddy Free's interview, explaining what happened that particular day. Okay, so let me read people's comments. Somebody said, I wonder why the king is silenced over this matter. His ex-wife is being humiliated and he was just silent. Let me see people's response to that comment. Somebody said he isn't silenced though. Not speaking or granting interviews doesn't mean he is silent to an outsider. He shows up real good. Talk more of his son's mom. Okay, so somebody is saying that the king is not silent. Even to outsiders, he shows up real good. Talk more of the mother of his son. Okay, another person said, I knew of the one they had in Akute and it was a peaceful event. Opeyemi said the government is supposed to set up a panel first to investigate and know exactly what happened. Arresting and remanding should not be the next step. If after investigations they can now start arresting if needs be. Official Shegu said they are doing that. They started investigation immediately, but the truth is Oriyomi Hamzat has enough enemies. Then there is Christmas holiday. Judiciary won't sit. So sad. So they said Mr. Hamzat, the Alahaji Hamzat have enough enemies. So that could be the issue. Well, hopefully the truth will prevail. If events should start at 10 a.m. and announce this, security measures relatively should start earliest 9 a.m. I reckon. The venue is only Naomi's from 10 a.m. Anyone in that premises before 10 a.m. was not Naomi's guest. How is that even the organizer's fault? Parents should be questioned for throwing their kids before opening time, isn't it? This person said, meanwhile, her private securities and some bouncers slept in the venue. She did everything necessary, but I reckon some powers that be wanted her to cry. But God will see her through. So they said some private, according to Queen Naomi's mom, some private securities and also their two bouncers slept overnight at the venue to make sure that everything was safe, and you know how these days are. And I'm sure the bouncers were the one that told them that people slept overnight at the venue. Okay, so Yeti Dao said traditional politics is involved. As somebody said, exactly, this is their own way of getting back to her. It's a sad traditional politics gang up. So sad. Of course, it's an attack, a spiritual one. Any home with multiple women, wives is caused. This one is talking about polygamy home. There is second interview by a family member. They are exceptionally eloquent. Her mom, mother, and brother. So apparently, Queen Naomi's brother granted an interview. I've not seen that as well. I just saw Queen Naomi's mom's interview. But yesterday I was a little bit busy that I couldn't come online. So please, probably the petition that we're supposed to sign could help the government follow this case and people to observe this case very well. So if you've not signed the petition, go to Queen Naomi's page on Instagram, Queen _ Naomi _ I think Ogunwusi. So you will see her name there on Instagram. Click on her bio. I don't know if the petition is still there, but it should be there, so you can help them sign it. So that is freeze. People are hailing that the freeze for granting interview to the mom, and of course creating awareness to this particular case, because a lot of people feel like it is traditional politics, that a lot is involved in it, and they are trying to get back to Queen Naomi. I don't know if that is true. And Alahaji Hamzat, he has helped a lot of people win their cases. Don't go to anybody's house.
Jeffrey was inside our cousin's house.
Don't go to I will go and bring it.
Jeffrey is going to bring it.
So that is it. So a lot has actually happened. Elizabeth Sajiya said, in as much that I wholeheartedly sympathize with the parents and family of those that lost their children in the unfortunate incidents. Following this interview, the funfair was scheduled to start at 10 a.m. and security personnel were slated to report for 8 a.m. and the stampeding that claimed 35 lives took place quite earlier than these two times slated. Even though I am not a lawyer or a judge, please can someone educate where have the organizers erred to warrant the continuous incarceration of the organizers of the events? Okay, now people are beginning to speak up and to say free Queen Naomi and Alahaji Hamzat, because it is not their fault. So I saw where a lot of people were actually coming out for Alahaji Hamzat. He is their benefactor. He has helped a lot of people so far. Just the way Queen Naomi is helping people. So people are now coming out for her to protect, and for him as well, to protest that they should free Alahaji Hamzat. It is not his fault. Somebody said, Oyo Pompim said, stampede happens everywhere in the world. It happened in United Kingdom for Ashake performance and a soul was lost. So like her brother concluded, this case has a top tier or more influencers, people backing it in it, and that's why she is going through all this. So somebody is speaking from the interview that Queen Naomi's brother granted, and I've not seen the interview yet, but hopefully I'll search for it and bring it over to this place. So Toma Mode said, as a matter of fact, that woman that we were told that she threw her child from the fence and the child smashed his head on a stone and died immediately should be arrested. She killed her own son because of rice, biscuits, and sweet. Was it Naomi that asked them to get there 4 a.m.? They should be released. They should be released, please. Hamzat and Naomi and others. Abego. So people are beginning to speak up. Somebody said, it really makes no sense to me how she is held responsible in a sane country. It is a sad situation, but she just wanted to do something nice. Ewu said, I am in my 60s and thinking back many years ago back, even when there was no hunger in the land, Nigerians have never been orderly. This has cut across from the older generations to the younger ones. It has been passed down. Nobody should totally blame these catastrophes on hunger in the land alone. Knowing what they have known about the people, that the more reason the planning committee should have had the law enforcement crowd control personnel on the ground early as the night before the events for tighter security. Abi said, I think there is more to this, because I do not understand why the government will blame Queen Naomi for an event that is supposed to start by 10 o'clock, but stampedes happened before the event started. This is unfair on Naomi. Okay, now the same happened other places in the same country. Are those organizers arrested too? My sincere condolences to the families of the deceased. May God grant them the fortitude to bear this loss. Queen Naomi and I am Ayomi, Hamzat, and others, these two shall pass. It is well. Somebody said, I don't cry for this matter tire. Having a kind heart doesn't always have to hurt. May God strengthen you. Daddy, thank you for this great job you are doing. Somebody is thanking Daddy Freeze for the interview he granted, and of course, he is also creating awareness to this case so that so many people can also come in and judge from their own perspective. Why didn't she first show empathy for the family of the lost kids? Of course, she did, please, because she was in shock, me, if that makes sense. Well, mommy spoke really well. It wasn't intended, even though, with all I heard throughout this interview, there was no proper arrangement for curtail the response for unforeseen. Granting interview of this nature, a more reflex of written sympathy and pleading should be expressive. The brother should not go to judicial. The affected are grieving to his best to avert more anger. May God have his mercy pacify everyone affected. Yes, this person is talking from my own perspective, what I'm saying. Even if this person said the brother sounded stupid, he shouldn't have sounded as such, so it won't awaken people's emotion. Very sad, 37 children and you are talking nonsense. So annoying and selfish family. Imagine saying Ori Peko. Okay. I just hope people must have called his attention to how he spoke. Okay, so they're talking about Naomi's brother's Beneru's interview, that he granted the interview, and they're talking about how he sounded. A lot of people said he didn't sound empathetic. 37 children's lives were lost. The way okay, so this is more than what we are expecting, but I just feel like at this period no more interviews should be granted, and even though awareness should be created, because people are really talking about Akimbeneru's interview, the way he sounded. So even though Naomi and Alahaji are innocent of what actually happened, the fact still remains that they invited them to the event, and of course the law will take its full course. So I just feel like this moment you should apologize to the people that lost their children, visit them and plead with them. For me, because granting interviews, say your own part is not enough. They need a good lawyer to also help them, to put them through. Before you grant interview, the mother really spoke well. Naomi's mom really spoke well, and I like the fact that she sympathized with the parents of those that lost their children, and of course she really spoke well. Or before any other interview should be granted, I think they should also see their lawyers to make sure that they don't say things to provoke the people that lost their children more, because at this stage they will have to put the blame on the organizers. That is the much they can do. Even the mother that threw her child over the fence, that hit the child hit his head on a stone, then smashed his head on the stone and gave up the ghost immediately, will also blame Naomi for that. So let's be guided. And of course, somebody said, I don't know how you view the circumstance. However, ignorance is not an excuse in the face of law. Stampede during concert event is different from the one that happened at Ibadan. The families and children came on the invite of the organizers, and one is expected that safety to those or to these people should be protected at least. Should we now say because the initiative is sincere and it was done in good faith, should we now pretend that lives were lost? Should we erode the feelings of the fathers and mothers whom their children's life lost? What I'm saying is the brother to Naomi is not in any way gonna help expressing how tiring things are with them, but to do more in showing remorse. Hearing what happened is not intended, as we all know. Leave politics or out of this. political affiliation to this matter cannot prove beyond doubt and is meant on substance. Yes, I feel like this person said it. At this point, you should empathize with people that lost their children, and also leave politics and whatever is involved in this particular case, because the government will always say the lives that were lost are the lives of children, and they are coming from that angle. So because people are still saying that if there were adequate security on ground to manage the crowd, this may not have happened in a venue where you are calling on 5,000 children to show up. There should be adequate security arrangements, including first aid services, nurses, at least 2 doctors, and ambulance on ground. It's a very unfortunate situation. May God have mercy, and may the government tamper justice with mercy. At this point, they should be praying that the government tampered justice with mercy. We know that stampede happens everywhere. So at least we should be guided. So that is what is going on. I'm not done with reading the people's comments, but I have to go right now. I have to hang up right now, and I'll still come back. And please, I'm still looking for the brother's interview. A lot of people said things, and they are all making sense. Everybody's opinion counts. So I'll still come back for this to finish up with this. But for right now, I think they need a good lawyer that can put them through with whatever it is that they want to know and how to address the public. So, but please, if you've not signed the petition on Queen Naomi's page, just do as well as help them to create more awareness, to reach a wider audience and more celebrities to come in, because they need to talk about this more. All right, thank you so very much for joining my live, and please, if you've not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like and share my videos, and don't forget to comment nicely. Have a blessed day. Bye.